The inspirational story of Lu Xianren becoming an international supermodel. Have you ever seen a model who wears garbage on his body and can walk out of a sense of luxury? This man named Lu Xianren used to walk barefoot on country roads, ostentatiously dressed in strange clothes, was pointed at and scolded as immature. But who would have thought that a few years later he would have reached the level that countless people can't match? High position. Relying on self-study. He successfully counterattacked from a country boy to an international supermodel, and was even invited to fashion show manufacturers in Paris and London. After that, he became the fashion darling of many magazine covers, and special star designers tailored clothes for him. And when he became popular, Mr. Lu was only 20 years old. When countless people were still confused about the future, he had already reached the top of the pyramid. Lu Xianren was born in 1999 in a small mountain village in Heng County, Nanning, Guangxi. Lu Kaigang is a left-behind child who was brought up by his grandparents. He is an authentic village boy in the mountains. When he was in elementary school, Lu Kaigang accidentally saw a catwalk show on TV. Since then, Lu Kaigang has always been obsessed with the supermodels on the TV wearing fashionable dresses on the stage. And the fashion dream has also sprouted silently in his heart. At that time, he didn't know what a runway was or what a model was. He just thought, I can do this too, and I will leave in the future. Lu Kaigang is also well aware of his family situation. It is very difficult for his parents to provide for the daily expenses of the family. And they have no money to send him to study fashion design and fashion shows. Therefore, Lu Kaigang can only focus on fashion catwalk shows in his spare time and learn by himself. How easy is it for a rural person to step into the fashion circle? After growing up, Lu Kaigang failed to escape the growth path of ordinary rural children. And he began to go out to work in order to make a living. Until one day, after work, he was boringly swiping his phone, and accidentally discovered the popularity of short video platforms. He knew that his chance to realize his dream had come. Facing work and dreams, Lu Kaigang chose to take a gamble. He resolutely resigned and returned to his hometown. Collecting materials that others did not want around him, plastic bags, discarded fabrics, rubber gloves, etc., as his creative raw materials, and tailored a fashionable battle uniform for himself. The height requirement for a professional male model is 185 centimeters, while Lu Kaigang is only 174 centimeters. Then what should we do? Lu Kaigang was not troubled by this question. I am short, so I can be a female model. In order to realize his dream, worldly perspective is not important to him at all. As long as he has time, he will find an empty place to practice basic skills. Lu Xianren has worked hard for his dream, but in the eyes of others, he has become a daydreamer, and even regarded him as a pervert who is neither male nor female. However, These unbearable the sound that came into his ears still did not dissuade Lu Xianren, and even posted his frequent catwalks in the factory on the internet. If he had no money to buy clothes, he would find some woven bags and plastic bags that others did not use, decorate them with colorful tapes, or find some wildflowers and weeds. Lu Xianren asked his good friend to record a video for him. In the picture, Lu Xianren's face is cold and arrogant, with thick red lips and eyeliner curled up to take off, which makes Lu Xianren look completely different from his usual plain and low-key. Coupled with Lu Xianren's very confident modeling steps, the effect was beyond expectations. And upload your own country fashion show video to the short video software. Lu Xianren tosses and tosses on the hills in the fields every day, and because of his outlandish clothes, he arouses ridicule from the whole village. Not male nor female, neither 3 nor 4, abnormal, all kinds of ugly words have been filling his surroundings. But he didn't give up. And he knew exactly what he wanted. At first, Lu Xianren's short video didn't attract much attention, but it still couldn't extinguish the flame in his heart. Although he was lost, he also persevered in fighting for his ideals. Unable to buy suitable high-heeled shoes, he simply went barefoot and walked on tiptoe, enduring the pain even if there were stones piercing his feet. Even with a high fever, the filming was still done under the scorching sun. Although they are all the simplest materials, due to Lu Xianren's great creative talent, these things can become treasures in his hands. When he wears them, hay and plastic seem to have value. Although he walks barefoot on cement on the road, she has a sense of luxury that does not belong to a professional model. Even if she is covered with a plastic sheet, she can still have an aura of 2.8 meters. However, when these videos were first released, they received a lot of ridicule. Everyone thought he was just a clown trying to attract attention through being funny, and some even attacked his appearance, saying that he lacked masculinity. However, even if the whole world opposed Lu Xianren, they never thought of giving up. After all, dreams are never achieved overnight. After a period of time, he became famous and became a wild model in the country. He gained 5 million fans in just 1 year, and soon he was on the stage he dreamed of. People also tell everyone that as long as you work hard, gold will always shine. In 2019, Lu Xianren was invited to participate in the catwalk show of the Chinese brand Yuanfen, realizing his real runway dream. In December of the same year, he appeared on the cover of Esquire's annual magazine, side by side with Li Jiaqi, Zhou Dongyu, Ouyang Nana, and Wang Yibo. Then, Lu Xianren was invited to participate in various fashion shows. YOUGX, Cheng Jinyi Bureau, LYNEE, Chico Mao, etc., and also watched a Leaf Crown release show as a guest. In 2020, he has become a shining new star on the international supermodel stage. In 2021, Lu Xianren is already a fashion video blogger with 5.61 million followers and 70 million likes. Elle invited Lu Xianren to shoot a blockbuster film, and in April he was invited to Italy, which really started his international modeling career. Who still remembers that he was a country kid who was only 22 years old? Perhaps in the eyes of many people, Lu Xianren is already a successful person. But he still said in an interview that he has not succeeded. In his mind, there is another definition of success. He also wants to walk the runways of the 4 major international fashion weeks, and he has never stopped chasing his dreams. Even after the fire, Lu Xianren still maintains a 2-point and 1-line life between the city and the countryside. His own videos are still planned and controlled by himself, and when he has a little spare time, he goes back to the countryside, and he still likes the atmosphere there. From Lu Xianren, we understand that dreams are not so far away. As long as you love your dreams enough and persevere, the ugly duckling can also become a white swan. We always pay too much attention to the eyes of people around us, and are good at making excuses for ourselves. But luck is accumulated through bit-by-bit efforts. If you are not prepared, how can luck come? To borrow a sentence from Lu Xianren, if you have a dream, you should act immediately. Don't care about other people's opinions, and don't compare your rhythm with others. As long as you have determined your own path, start immediately. All excellent. Call for all young people who are pursuing their dreams. In the women's wear show of China International Fashion Week in 2021, Lu Xianren, as the only male model, walked at the forefront with high heels and unrecognizable steps. No matter in temperament or professionalism, he would not lose to any woman behind him. Model. He can not only control the national trendy clothes, walk out with chic and elegant steps, but also lead the audience with one hand in his pocket. And all these are achieved step by step through his continuous efforts over the years.